everyone, and welcome to day 21 of VEDA. So today I thought I would talk to you guys about different places that I've actually traveled to and places that I would like to travel to in the future. So I got this idea from Shannon, or Chantilly's as she's known on YouTube. I mentioned her in my favorites video from a few weeks ago, and she's currently doing VEDA right now as well. She's a fellow Canadian, and she's currently in California right now, which I'm quite jealous of. But it made me think about all traveling that I've done in the past and places that I would like to go at some point in the future, and I thought it would be just a neat thing to talk about, especially since I'm low on ideas now. So the first major traveling thing I did, I guess, was back when I was 8. And we went to Prince Edward Island for my mom's cousin's wedding, and it was pretty neat. It was my first time being on a plane, and we got to go to all different places on the island. We went to the Anne of Green Gables house. We got to check out the beaches, which weren't too exciting because it wasn't very warm at that time of the year, but there was a lot of seaweed there, which was weird. For the first part of the time that we were there, we stayed in these little, I don't want to say shacks. They weren't shacks. They were like little cottages that you rented for a bit of time. And I actually made a friend in the one next to us. She and her family were from Ottawa. And we, for the times that I wasn't doing anything with my family, we just hung out and stuff, and it was pretty fun. She was the one who actually taught me how to play Monopoly for the first time. And then after we stayed there, we ended up going to a place near where the wedding reception was being held, and it was almost like a bed and breakfast type place. It was really neat, though it was really small as well, and kind of cramped, but it was fun. Next major traveling trip was when I was 12. Me and my grandparents went to Florida in Disney World, so that was fun. We stayed on a really neat resort too, called Coronado Springs, and it was really neat. It had this huge lake in the middle of the entire hotel compound, and the rooms weren't like in a, what do you call it, in a tall building where you'd go with hallways and stuff. They were out, your door went right outside, and it had neat restaurants, and it had this crazy pool with a temple water slide, and it was really neat. I have a few pictures from that. Some of them, I can't find all of them. These are just some from the Magic Kingdom and MGM Studios, like the car from Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, and here's me on a Star Wars speeder. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't see that. There, now you can see it. At the Star Tours thing. That was pretty cool. There's a picture outside looking out of the airplane. I had a bunch more pictures from other places, but I can't seem to find them right now. The next place that I went to, I actually went to twice. I went in grade 7 and in grade 8, and in grade 10, and that was to Ottawa. In grade 7, we just went as a class trip, and we went for a couple days, and it was pretty fun. And I went again in grade 10 with my civics class, and then when I was about 17, we went to Columbus, Ohio. Me and one of my friends and my grandparents, we actually drove down there. We went to Gen Con for the Dragon Ball Z card game world tournament. Me and my friend lost pretty badly, but it was still pretty cool. As for places I'd like to go in the future, obviously, as I mentioned a couple days ago, the possibility of going to VidCon in California, that would be really cool. Still hoping that happens. Also would like to go to Playlist Live next year. Obviously I didn't go this year, but that would be another thing that could happen. And actually just a whole bunch of places in the US where awesome YouTube people are. Also in the rest of Canada, I'd always like to see Newfoundland because one of the girls I work with is from there. I'd like to go to Vancouver, and see all the Olympic torch and all that stuff. That would be cool. Also, one of the number one places that I really would like to go to is Australia. I actually showed you guys these in my house tour. These are pictures I took from a calendar that was all scenes from Australia. And put them around my window. So it would be really neat to go there and see like the Opera House and the Outback and all the cool stuff they have there. Obviously, I'd also like to go to the UK at some point. That would be really cool. Sorry, I'm kind of rambling a bit in this video. I meant to plan out what I was going to say, but then ended up just deciding to ramble to the camera, which I really shouldn't do because it never works. And there's probably going to be like 20 minutes of footage now that I'm going to have to edit. But oh well. So, anyway, that's all I've got for today. So, say bye for now, and I will see you tomorrow.